Eric Rodgers and Mike Powers here at DeForest High School. Mount Horeb comes in looking to get their 11th straight win and clinch their they have a share of the Badger North title, but they can get the full gamut of that, I guess, tonight if they win here tonight. So, Mike, kind of looking in, what are some things to keep an eye on in this game?
Well, a lot of history here at DeForest High School, and on paper, with Mount Horeb coming in undefeated, you'd think they'd have the distinct advantage, and maybe they do, but DeForest likes to play in their own gym. They shoot very well in their own home court here, and so it could be a game that's a little bit closer than maybe some of the numbers might indicate.
Yeah, and you were telling me a little bit, this court has history for yourself.
It does. Old Lodi Blue Devils days when they were in the Capital Conference with DeForest, and the basketball court itself is very much the same, and it used to be an advantage for DeForest because they had a special kind of rim that had a little more flex to it, and so if you're used to that, you can really do a little bit better.
Yeah, and that's not some things you usually think about when you think about the advantage in the game, but another thing that we talked about before we talked just now is, Mount Horeb's ability to shoot from three-point land. They're not really known for that, but that's what they did last time against DeForest and got the win.
It's true, and anytime you can shoot from three-point land, you always have an advantage of coming back or really racking up a big margin. And so it'll be interesting to see if DeForest can stay with them and keep the game close. That's what we saw in the last game that we did together, Eric. A couple of teams that seemed overly matched, but it was a lot closer than we expected.
Yeah, and both these coaches, as you heard, they seem to respect each other, and they both aren't taking each other too lightly. DeForest would obviously like to get that upset victory, I guess, at home, if you want to call it an upset. We don't have those betting lines here, Mike.
And both teams likely going to do pretty well as they move toward the tournament trail in March. So we'll see how it all plays out, but it's going to be a great ball game.
We will, and we have tip-off shortly after the break here. You're watching the Big Time Basketball Series on CW57 Sports.
Hi, I'm Justin Riley.
And I'm Jessa Jeremiah.
And we're your hosts for Talk of the Town,
the show that presents current events and discussions with Wisconsin's icons, leaders, movers, and shakers.
Talk of the Town is the place to find out what's going on in your community and what's happening now.
Want to be featured on Talk of the Town?
Contact us here at CW57.
Tell me more about the Charter Spectrum Triple Play.
You mean the best TV, internet, and voice?
Charter Spectrum Triple Play.
TV.
200 free in Sweet HD, 10,000 on demand. Instantly. I'm not just the operator. Ditch to dish, I'm your liberator.
Charter Spectrum TV, just $29.99. Call
1-844-552-999.
Charter Spectrum high speed means no slow down. 60 megs, I like the way that sounds.
Say goodbye to DSL. Say hello to Fast As.
Charter Spectrum Internet, just $29.99. Call
1-844-552-999. Charter Spectrum Voice Unlimited Talk.
Zero fees and features that rock.
Crystal clear connection, say hi.
Charter Raiders, standing by. Charter Spectrum Voice, just $29.99. Call
1-844-552-999.
Yeah.
1-844-552-999.
A1 Tax and Financial is here to take the stress out of tax season. Conveniently located near Westtown Mall, our friendly, knowledgeable staff takes the time to get to know you personally and will make sure you get all the deductions you are entitled to. After all, it's your money. We'll make sure that you only pay what you owe, not $1 more. We'll even go through your previous tax returns for free and file an amended return if necessary. Give us a call to set up an appointment today. A1 Tax and Financial. We are in this together.
The city is more than safe in your hands. All of your hands.
Arrow, Wednesdays at 8, 7 Central.
With Mount Horeb coach Todd Nessheim here. We are in DeForest, where Mount Horeb and DeForest will square off. It's the second to last game here in our Big Time Basketball Series. Coach, you're coming off, you had 4 straight losses, and then now you're on 10 straight wins. What goes into a run like that?
Well, I think part of the losses was we played really good teams. Those teams, as of today, were 70-11 combined. All are state ranked yet, and in first place in their conferences, I believe. So that 4-game streak was a tough streak, no doubt about it. So just coming off of that, you know, you're hoping those 4 games pay off and help you beat some of these conference teams, and it has.
And this is another conference game. You're going against DeForest. DeForest up there still in the rankings within the conference. How do you view this series, and what do you expect to do here tonight? What do you need to exploit?
Well, I think in terms of stopping DeForest, I think the first thing is we need to stop their transition. They're very good in the offensive transition game, so if we can take away some easy buckets for them and make them work for their shots, I think that would go a long way in helping us out. And then rebounding, very good rebounding team. So we can handle the rebounds. We'll be in pretty good shape as well.
And then you guys also had a very good run last year going into the tournament. Do you build off of that? What do you build off of last year's tournament? And then I guess what do you expect here?
Yeah, I think you have to. I mean, I think you take most of our kids that are playing this year, played on that team last year, good majority of those kids back. So using that experience should only help us here down the stretch.
Well, you're hoping for that to happen, and then DeForest will hope to upset that for you, but we will talk with Coach Craig Weisbrod next. You're watching Big Time Basketball Series on CW57 Sports. Eric Ryder's now here with DeForest coach Craig Weisbrod. You guys coming in here, you did fall out of the contention for the conference title, but what's kind of your goals here coming in tonight?
Well, we want to win, for sure. We felt like we didn't play our best game the last time that we played at Mount Horeb, so certainly we want to play better ball. And obviously Mount Horeb's having a great year, and we understand that, but we think we're a good team. We think we can compete, and we're going to kind of tip it off and see what happens tonight.
Not trying to rub salt in the wounds or anything, but it's been since, I think, January of 2013. You guys haven't won a series against Mount Horeb. How do you view that series?
Well, I mean, they've been undefeated in conference the last 2 years, so there's not a lot of people that have beat them. Todd's done a great job. This group of kids, coming up from Mount Horeb, we knew they were going to be good, and it'd be nice. Somebody's got to knock them off. I think we have the size. If we do a good job of keeping them off the boards, and we get hot. You never know. It's our home, and we're going to try to protect that the best we can. And maybe it'd be good for them to get a conference loss before the year ends.
Yeah, man, no secrets there. I saw you guys talking before the game. So I guess that kind of leads into the next question. Kind of, what do you need to do to, I guess, knock them off and get the upset?
Well, they're very physical, and they shoot the ball really well. I guess those are the two things that that stand out when you watch them. Drew Fredrickson is really, really good, but they got some other guys that can shoot it too. So we're going to get back in transition. We're going to cover up shooters, and then we're going to have to put some bodies on people. So that's probably that'll be my defensive pregame speech.
All right, well, we'll see if that happens here shortly. Tip-off is shortly here after the break. You're watching the Big Time Basketball Series on CW57 Sports.
Stretch your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Get tax included on any purchase over $399. Living room packages, $799. Sectionals, $799. Get a house full of furniture for $1999. Stretch your tax refund only at A1 Furniture.
The Annex at the Red Zone Madison is your bar for entertainment. Back in the day, the Annex was the spot for music in Madison. Today, we're still the best in entertainment and have a full menu for dine-in or carry-out. Check out the Red Zone Sliders, 3 mini burgers topped with grilled onions. Add any toppings you like, or try the Chicken Philly. Sauteed chicken, onions, peppers, and provolone cheese served on a hoagie hits the spot. The Red Zone Madison, live music, sports, and the best pub grub in town.
Mother Earth Organic is Dane County's premier all-natural lawn care and landscape company. With our Safe Lawn program, we do more than just feed your grass organically. We also increase soil fertility by stimulating natural biological activity, which makes your lawn a truly healthy lawn. We can also control weeds and dandelions with our safe and organic weed killer. Sign up for our Safe Lawn Care program by March 31st and receive $35 off. Mother Earth Organic, thanks for being green.
Hi.
Hi, I see here on my glasses that it's your sales event.
Yeah, we have low APR financing and some great lease offers. Check out the bold new Camry.
Wow, that's really nice. I gotta get a closer look. Wow, there's so much stuff.
Careful.
If I could just see where I was going.
Get 0.9% APR for 60 months on a bold new 2015 Camry. Plus, get $500 bonus cash or lease Camry for just $189 a month.
Now this is cool.
That's easy to see.
Toyota, let's go places.
Stretch your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Get tax included on any purchase over $399. Sofas, $399. Bedroom sets, $399. Simmons Pillow Top Mattress sets, $399. Stretch your tax refund only at A1 Furniture.
Eric Rogers and Mike Powers here from DeForest High School in the A1 Furniture Big Time Basketball Series, where DeForest hosts Mount Horeb, the 4th-ranked Mount Horeb Vikings. Coming in here is, we want to thank, first of all, A1 Furniture and Bedding, Mr. Paul Canarella, all the good people over there, for being the big-time supporter of big-time basketball, providing the best prices and best service since 1980. Mike, as we are about to have the national anthem, what are some things to keep an eye on?
Well, I think one of the things that you're really impressed by is the fact that 2 of the 3 top teams in this conference are playing tonight squaring off. So it's going to be a great matchup, I think.
And we will see how that kind of works itself out as we have the national anthem here playing. So we will interrupt our broadcast for that real soon. And the end of the national anthem means the start of basketball action, as we will shortly have the starting introductions. Eric Rogers again with Mike Powers. I'll be providing the play-by-play. Mike, you my co-pilot here. Mount Horeb's leading scorer, Drew Fredrickson, 3rd in the Badger North, and as we kind of alluded to,
and with
they stopped that shooting threat from Mount Horeb, and that's going to be obviously #1 priority for the Norskies.
And for both of the teams, it's really neat to see how the teams are going to stack up as far as DeForest trying to stay close in this game and all the other things along the way.
Yeah, and Mount Horeb can clinch the outright Badger North title with a win tonight. DeForest, they snapped a 2-game skid earlier in the week, but then lost again on Tuesday to Wanakee, which put them out of contention for the North title with that Tuesday loss. Now your Mount Horeb Vikings come in averaging 59.3 points per game, and they're winning by 11.1. DeForest, on the other hand, 51.4 points per game, so pretty evenly matched in terms of that, but they're only winning by 2.9 points. Although you look at the Badger North standings, Mount Horeb sits atop the conference with a 10-0 record. DeForest in 3rd place with a 6-4 record.
So 2 of the top 3 teams in the conference, as mentioned, and playing on DeForest's home court, I think it's going to be at least a situation where they're going to probably stay a little closer. The last time they played, Mount Horeb pretty much blew them out, and I don't think we're going to see that tonight.
Yeah, they mentioned that last meeting, January 7th, where the Vikings won 75-47. Drew Fredrickson led with 20 points in that game, but DeForest hasn't won a game in this series since January 13th of 2013, so just over 2 years ago. And Mount Horeb boasts 3 of the top 10 scores in points per game in the conference. As we get this game underway, we will have the tip-off between Max Myler, the quarterback of Mount Horeb's football team, and then big number 44, Chris Wright. DeForest will have the ball first to start. They go inside and blocked right off the bat, and that was Tarek Nessheim, the coach's son, with that early block defensively for Mount Horeb. Now Mount Horeb is going to be looking to get the ball inside of their own and right away, and that was number 10, Trey Reckner. Reckner averaging 6.2, and he has a high of 20, so he's a threat to score big points at any time. Now as DeForest will do their best to get an inside presence established, and off the edge of the right-hand hook was Chase Ramos, the leading scorer for DeForest, but he's fouled and he'll go to the line for his first chance at some points tonight.
And both teams in their last game earlier this week, Eric, DeForest was 9 out of 15 at the free throw line, and you hate to give up those extra points. And so a good start for DeForest here, knocking down that first from the charity stripe.
Yeah, DeForest actually kind of killed by free throws in their last game. The opponent, Wanakee, made 12 of 18 free throws to secure that win, but Chase Ramos makes both of them, and this game is tied up at 2. So Nessheim will work his way up the court. And as Coach Weisbrod said earlier today, that this is very odd that Mount Horeb in their last meeting was shooting from beyond the arc with their bigs, and looks like they're going to have to get the job done the dirty way.
And the foul on Nessheim there. And so Nessheim going to the free throw line for Mount Horeb.
So with the game tied at 2, Nessheim puts them ahead by 1. We want to thank the Red Zone, Mr. Rick Imhoff, all the great people over there for being the official Big Time Out sponsor, the Red Zone Madison live music, sports, and the best pub grub in town. So Nessheim misses the second. And there's the inside attack from the Norskis, and they get their own rebound. Second chance points from three-point land, no good. And this time rebounded by DeForest, or Mount Horeb, Quinn Lassar. And that sets up a three-point attempt. And that's no good from Myler. And now we get the ball loose. And it's going to DeForest. So now working to the left on your screen. So what have you seen so far here, Mike? That just rolls out, and there again, second chance points for DeForest.
Nice effort by the Norskis, and they're really crashing the boards. And you saw a couple of times where they were really hitting that offensive glass. And I think that's going to be something that DeForest was really talking about before this game, because they really need those extra opportunities, but they haven't been able to get the ball to go down.
Yeah, exactly. It's still early, and it's a 2-3 game in favor of Mount Horeb. But yeah, as you brought up, Mike, the rebounding is going to be the key for DeForest and getting those second chance opportunities. And Frederickson's going to get it to Myler, who's blocked from behind. And that was a big miss of Chris Knight, who came flying in and crashing the boards. And now on the other end is Chase Ramos, who gets it to fall, but they call a foul.
Yeah, Ramos has got that nice free throw stroke. He hit his first couple of free throws early. And looks like DeForest wants to go to the hoop and try and get the opportunities, as he comes up a little short there. But when you can get those points without the clock moving, that's one of those things that kind of can tilt the game back in your favor.
Yeah, Chase Ramos now 2 for 3 on free throws tonight. He makes his third of 4, ties the game at 3 with 5:48 to play in the first period. Frederickson will take it up court, a little bit of that pressure from DeForest defensively.
You see the size difference between some of these guys and the bigs. Myler is going to be actually the point guard for Mount Horeb is Nessheim, and he's listed at 6'6". He's a junior. He gives it up to his teammate, and that was just an awful shot from Quinn Lassar for 3 points. And going the other way, nice transition basket, but it doesn't go in. And now looking the other way is Mount Horeb in red. And actually, that was Nessheim trying to go in, and it looks like he'll be going to the line.
DeForest had a beautiful gold rush on that break, but they just could not get the ball to go down, and they almost overpassed it. But
and that was a great dish from Chase Ramos, and now going the other way is a 3-point play. Frederickson. And A1 Financial, Tax and Financial 3-point play. We want to thank David Price and the friendly, knowledgeable staff over there for being the official 3-point sponsor. Take the stress out of tax season. A1 Tax and Financial, we're in this together. And there is another one.
Ramos answers there, Eric, with another 3-pointer to keep it close.
And so this game is tied at 6, 4.5 minutes to play in quarter number 1. And now look at a little backdoor action to Frederickson. And he now has 5. An 8-6 lead for the visiting Mount Horeb Vikings. 3-point attempt is flat, rebounded by Myler, and he'll push it up the court. Slowed down. Frederickson has it from Reckner. And now inside, Nessheim gets an open shot left-handed, and there's the rebound, sloppy, and then there goes the other way. The contested shot is good, and that was a nice little runner from Corian Davis.
Yeah, nice protecting the shot with the backboard and switching to the left hand. Really nice, smooth play.
And we expected this to be a good one, and it's close. It's 8-8, in fact. Just over halfway in this first period, and Frederickson's 3-point attempt is no good, rebounded by DeForest. And a near steal by Frederickson, but Ramos able to handle it into the double team, gives it up. McNulty, nope, and now the other way. A 3-point play again, an A1 Tax and Financial 3-point play for the Norskis to put them ahead.
Ramos with a pair of threes, giving DeForest that 3-point margin.
He now has 9 points on the night, 9 of the 11. Now trying to answer is Frederickson, that pass deflected.
Nice switching hands there, and then you see the 3-point shot from behind the arc.
Now we're going to get the inbounds pass underneath the basket, and Myler pulls up, and wow, I don't know how that ball does not go in, but rebounded by his teammate. Gets the ball back. Myler, second chance points, and it's good. Those first points of the night, and they were tough ones, but look, he has a chance for a 3-point play.
Myler really hammered underneath there as he was able to get the ball up to the hoop and get it to drop, and now he's got a chance to add an extra point to make it a 3-point play.
And you saw the Mother Earth Organic replay. We want to thank Mr. Nick Ashley at Mother Earth Organic, the official instant replay sponsor. Call and ask about the Safe Lawn program. Mother Earth Organic, thanks for being green.
Oh, I'm waiting for green, Eric. After this cold weather, some green would really be nice.
Yeah, you're not kidding. And that is another A1 Tax and Financial 3-point play after the free throw on the and one, averaging 12.7 points per game is Myler, and it's 11-11 game. And again with that double team defensively from Mount Horeb, trying to get the ball up and inside, and another offensive rebound from the Norskis. Ramos for 3 again. Just an absolute beast from 3-point land, an A1 Tax and Financial 3-point play. That's 12 points on the night.
And Ramos keeps hitting from that 3-point arc. He could keep DeForest in this ball game.
And I don't think anyone expected that to be really the factor for DeForest. I know they're a great shooting team, but man, when you're relying on number 15 to do all the work, or number 25 if you're Mount Horeb. 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. We want to thank DeForest Family Restaurant, proud supporters of Norski Athletics. Home-cooked meals, huge menu, breakfast served all day long, and amazing Friday night fish fry. DeForest Family Restaurant on County Road in DeForest. Go Norskies.
Nice effort there by DeForest on that offensive board to get the ball back after Ramos missing that shot.
Chase Ramos, yeah, getting that ball inside to his teammate there and into the double team. He's going to go to the line, but that was Sam Giles.
And a nice shot there on the double pump is
so a chance to extend that lead.
Yeah, fighting for that rebound, and I think he's going to get the benefit here with a couple of free throws.
It's off the back of the iron. I want to take this time to thank A1 Furniture and Bedding for being the big-time supporter of big-time basketball. A1 Furniture and Bedding providing the best prices and best service since 1980. Giles misses a pair, and the lead remains 1 with 1:30 left in the first quarter. Wow, a near fumble on the exchange. And the pass off for Mount Horeb, but they're down 1 right now. And you'd think number 4 in the state, according to AP and the coaches. But DeForest has given them a challenge here. 3-point attempt, set up, knocked down, Riley Kuhn. And now it is a 16-14 Mount Horeb lead. And Wow just attacking the rim, and I don't know if he could have put any better effort into that one to not let it go. And then back the other way is Hunter Wilson.
And Hunter Wilson with that extra effort, really nice job on that offensive board.
I have a feeling we're in for a lot of scoring here tonight, Mike. And wow, there's a fortunate set of circumstances for Mount Horeb to not give that one away and get some easy points for DeForest going the other way. 30 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Looks like Coach Nessheim wants to milk the clock for that last shot.
Yeah, well, no shot clock in high school basketball, might as well. Fredrickson being absolutely hounded. And now it's the double team, gets it out to his teammate, but now in the other way, Myler, three-pointer, and it's good, and it's 19-16, an A1 Taxon Financial three-point play to end the quarter. And that is how it will end. So we will send it to a quick commercial break. We'll be back with more big-time basketball on CW57 Sports.
Stretch your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Get tax included on any purchase over $3.99. Living room packages, $7.99. Sectionals, $7.99. Get a house full of furniture for $19.99. Stretch your tax refund only at A1 Furniture.
DeForest Family Restaurant proudly supports Norski Athletics with some of the area's best home-cooked meals, a huge menu selection, and breakfast served all day long with an amazing Friday night fish fry. DeForest Family Restaurant, just 1 mile east off Highway 94 on County Road V in DeForest. Go Norskis!
Stretch your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Get tax included on any purchase over $3.99. Sofas, $3.99. Bedroom sets, $3.99. Simmons Pillow Top Mattress sets, $3.99. Stretch your tax refund only at A1 Furniture.
Mother Earth Organic is Dane County's premier all-natural lawn care and landscape company. With our Safe Lawn program, we do more than just feed your grass organically. We also increase soil fertility by stimulating natural biological activity, which makes your lawn a truly healthy lawn. We can also control weeds and dandelions with our safe and organic weed killer. Sign up for our Safe Lawn Care program by March 31st and receive $35 off. Mother Earth Organic, thanks for being green.
Larry and Tracy Schmock and Tara Cliffcorn at the Sunset Grill are proud supporters of high school athletics. Located at 637 West North DeForest Street. They have great drinks, great food, and 9 50-inch HD TVs. Sunset Grill, go Norskis!
Eric Rodgers and Mike Powers here in DeForest, where it's 19-16 after 1 quarter of play. And there, Fredrickson will get the action started in the second quarter with an A1 Taxon Financial three-point play.
And both teams putting that ball up from three-point land, and it's amazing how both teams have been able to really get hot. And both teams have shuffled back and forth with the lead, with Mount Horeb now carrying that 6-point lead and going to tack on and make it an 8-point margin.
Yeah, the shooting is contagious, and it's 24-16 all of a sudden for Mount Horeb, and we're going to get a red zone timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. We'll be right back with more big-time basketball on CW57 Sports.
The Annex at the Red Zone Madison is your bar for entertainment. Back in the day, the Annex was the spot for music in Madison. Today, we're still the best in entertainment and have a full menu for dine-in or carry-out. Check out the Red Zone Reuben. Hand-sliced corned beef, sauerkraut, melted Swiss, and Thousand Island dressing served on grilled rye. Or try the Red Zone Burger, a massive 10-ounce burger patty topped with 3 cheeses and strips of bacon. Hits the spot. Red Zone Madison, live music, sports, and the best pub grub in town.
Eric Rodgers and Mike Powers here out of the Red Zone timeout. We want to thank Mr. Paul Canarella, the big-time supporter of big-time basketball over A1 Furniture and Bedding. They are providing the best prices and best service since 1980. Also, want to take a minute to thank the Red Zone Madison, the official big time out sponsor, live music, sports, and the best pub grub in town. So, Mike, we just saw a 5-point swing right out of the gates in the second quarter.
Well, Mount Horeb with some pretty potent shooting power. And, of course, really it looks like in this situation, Fredrickson's been really, really hard for them to guard. And DeForest may have to address that by putting a different defender on him.
Well, he already has 8 points here tonight. Ramos on the other end for the Norskis has 12 in the first quarter. And there's a nice little spin move. And they do chase down the on rebound. Ramos takes it inside, dishes it out. There's a 3-point attempt. That one's no good from Davis. And now it's Mount Horeb going the other way, looking to get the transition basket. Then it's slowed down by DeForest. Now they kick it out for the 3-point attempt. No. And up, and Nessheim is no good off the back iron. And he'll try again from 3-point land. No. So a lot of speed, and now they finally slow it down here, Mike.
It appears with the tempo like it is that DeForest has had some pretty good opportunities. It just seems like they get a little bit rattled when they get their shot and they're hurrying what they're doing.
Well, yeah, and I'm definitely sure the Vikings are trying to figure out a way they can stop Ramos. And now he has the ball right now going the other way. Here's the ball up on the corner. He gets it back in the near corner, takes it to the rim, and puts it up and in. And there's another point from Ramos. It's 14 for him now.
It seems like when he has the ball, when he has the basketball in his hands, just good things happen. So that's probably what they're going to continue to work on.
Well, then it sets up an easy defensive strategy for the Vikings. And there is a 3-point play from Riley Kuhn, the A1 Texan Financial. He now has 8. And it has just been lights out from 3-point land on both of these teams. So you want one for the highlight reel, Mike. This might be it.
And it seems like DeForest has got some pretty good height in this game. I'm surprised that they're able to get those shots away.
And Ramos will go to the line after drawing a foul on Nick Nothi. Let's take a second here to thank A1 Texan Financial, the official 3-point play sponsor. Come visit us and we'll help you take the stress out of tax season. A1 Texan Financial, we're in this together. Inbounding for DeForest is Jake Capstron. Ramos again. Big Chris Knight, see, brother of Roger Knight, played in the NFL. And also with the Badgers.
He looks like a football player, doesn't he?
Oh, he's a big guy. And then there's another A1 Texan Financial 3-point play. And that was an easy one for Jake Capstron when you're that wide open.
That 3-point shot is keeping DeForest at least in this ball game so far.
Yeah, it's a 27-21 lead for Mount Horeb, but yeah, DeForest not going away as we're almost halfway through the second quarter. Pulling up for 3 again, and Wow just knocks it down. Quinn Lassar, no fear.
They just keep rolling them off the bench, and they come out and knock down the threes.
Quinn Lassar averaging 8.7. He was an honorable mention last year, and he's a co-captain. Actually calls Drew Fredrickson the most inspiring teammate he has. And Knight rims out. Unfortunate for him. That was a good position. Now Lassar will slow it down. Give it up to Nessheim. Halfway through, and it's 30-21. Mount Horeb looking to break this thing open. And obviously DeForest wants to stop the bleeding.
I think you see Mount Horeb being much more deliberate with the basketball.
Absolutely.
Taking their time, and we got a foul there.
They're going to say no.
And you can see the
basket.
stroke. The stroke for both teams very good, but for Mount Horeb, that three-point shot has really been dominant, and that's why they've had such a good season and have not lost in the conference.
Yeah, you saw the Mother Earth Organic replay, the official instant replay sponsor. Call us and ask about the Safe Lawn program. Mother Earth Organic, thanks for being green. 30-21, Myler gives it up to Nessheim. Just staying around that edge and that perimeter, and that was one of the things Coach Weisbrod of DeForest said is, you know, if they can hit it from three land, we'll take it. We just want to put up contested two-point shots or force them into those two-point contested shots. And blocked from behind is Knight with the swat on Myler. Fredrickson thought about shooting it. But now look, they can set this up again, Mike, and just milk some more clock.
And that's what they're doing. They're being very deliberate. It reminds you of the old Wisconsin Badger setup where they would take the time and make that other team play the defense, and before you know it, you got an easy shot or a wide open shot.
Well, I'm more of the new school, Mike. I kind of like the scoring, but so does everybody else. It's better for the NCAA. I don't know how it is for the WIAA.
And it looks like they're just going to keep working the ball until somebody's got a shot that they're really comfortable with, like that one right there.
And yeah, you're absolutely right. That looked too easy for Max Myler. He has 10 on the night, 8 in that first period. And it's 32-21. DeForest needs to get a basket here into double coverage, but it's up and in while splitting that defense and was lucky. That was Andrew Stoferlurch, a letterman last year.
And that was one of the few times that DeForest really looked smooth under the basket. They took their time and really got under the hoop and knew right away what they were going to do.
Ramos will take it the other way for the Norskies. A little behind the back action and around the perimeter. Ramos, high arcing shot, no good, chasing the ball, and right back to the Vikings. And there's an easy one for Myler, but he's a little bit too strong on the layup. Minute 15 to play, 32-23 Mount Horeb. Now, do you want to slow it down here for the Norskies and settle it down, or do you want to just really push this thing?
Well, I think Coach Weisbrod would want just a good shot. Even if you miss it, you just say, fellas, you know, work the offense, and whoever's got a good shot that you're comfortable taking, that's what we'll take.
And we want to thank Sunset Grill, Mr. Larry and Tracy Schmack and Tara Cliffcorn, all the cooks over there, for being the official food sponsor here tonight. Great drinks, great food, 9 50-inch TVs. Go Norskies and go Vikings.
And providing some pretty delicious supper tonight, Eric, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. It's dinner time for us, and you know, we get some food in our bellies, and we're not angry before the game.
No, not at all. In fact, that just kind of makes the whole experience even more fun for a Friday night.
And we want to thank A1 Furniture and Bedding, Mr. Paul Canarella, all the good people over there for being the big-time supporter of big-time basketball, providing the best prices and best service since 1980. The last 30 seconds will probably belong to the Vikings here. They have a 32-23 lead if they want to hold for that final shot.
And that's exactly what they're going to do. And the last time these two teams played, Mount Horeb was a big winner, and it looks like they're on their way for that type of a ball game again, up by 9.
And with 5 seconds left, we'll see who gets the final shot. They'll get it up late. Lassar is an air ball, now the other way. And that is how the half will end. It's 32-23 Mount Horeb. We'll take a quick break. Let's send it to our halftime reporters, Janet and Jessa, standing by.
Short break, getting ready for a great halftime show here as the DeForest team is playing. We've got the Mount Horeb Vikings. Going pretty good so far. And we've got a great halftime show for you. Nothing is bigger than big-time basketball here on CW57 Sports, so stick around.
Stretch your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Get tax included on any purchase over $399. Living room packages, $799. Sectionals, $799. Get a house full of furniture for $19.99. Stretch your tax refund only at A1 Furniture.
DeForest Family Restaurant proudly supports Norski Athletics with some of the area's best home-cooked meals, a huge menu selection, and breakfast served all day long with an amazing Friday night fish fry. DeForest Family Restaurant, just 1 mile east off Highway 94 on County Road V in DeForest. Go Norskis!
Stretch your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Get tax included on any purchase over $399. Sofas, $399. Bedroom sets, $399. Simmons pillow top mattress sets, $399. Stretch your tax refund only at A1 Furniture.
Welcome back to A1 Furniture Big Time Basketball here on CW57 Sports. We are here with a couple of the DeForest Norskis and the cheer team. So joining me right now is Emma, who's a senior for the cheer team. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Great. And we've got Tanya, the cheer coach. Welcome, Tanya.
Thank you.
So we're very excited to be here with you guys. Lots going on during halftime. And we got the dance team doing their thing behind us, and we're going to watch you guys in a little bit do some performing. But I understand you actually have regionals coming up tomorrow. So, Tanya, explain how that regionals work for us.
We're a part of the Northern Regionals, so we go to Wapaka High School tomorrow, and we are in the Division II Medium, and the top 3 teams will go on to compete at state next weekend.
Awesome. So lots of preparation, I have to imagine, that goes into this. So talk to me a little bit about what you do to prepare for this.
So we obviously do a lot of practicing because that's super important to have a good, strong team. We do conditioning to make sure we're staying in shape because the routine on the mat is 2 minutes and 30 seconds, straight stunting, straight dancing, straight cheering, smiling the whole time. So that's pretty intense. But yeah, lots of practice, practicing at the games with our sons. It's very important.
Well, you have a ton of energy, Emma, and I understand you're actually the only senior on the team this year. So it's your responsibility to keep the group kind of pumped up, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's definitely paid off. I enjoy doing it so much, and the girls are so fun to work with, and just making sure everyone knows what they're doing all the time is super important, and making sure everyone's having fun while they're doing it.
Awesome. Well, you guys are great. I wish you the most luck tomorrow. Not that you need it at regionals. Have fun competing. Thanks, guys. We'll see ya. And we're going to get back to our halftime show. We're going to get to watch these guys compete, so let's check it out.
Mother Earth Organic is Dane County's premier all-natural lawn care and landscape company. With our Safe Lawn program, we do more than just feed your grass organically. We also increase soil fertility by stimulating natural biological activity, which makes your lawn a truly healthy lawn. We can also control weeds and dandelions with our safe and organic weed killer. Sign up for our Safe Lawn Care program by March 31st and receive $35 off. Mother Earth Organic, thanks for being green.
We are at halftime here at DeForest High School. A1 Furniture Big Time Basketball Series between the Mount Horeb Vikings and the DeForest Norskis. A halftime score shows Mount Horeb leading 32-23. And some of the pageantry and fun of halftime here at a high school basketball game. You see the Norskis cheerleaders out there at center court. And Eric Rogers is just about set for our halftime shootout and some of the other halftime festivities we have here, so it's going to be fun. In the first half, DeForest and Mount Horeb squaring off with 2 of the top 3 teams in the conference. And in the Badger North Conference basketball standings coming into tonight's game, Mount Horeb with a 10-0 conference record and DeForest at 6-4. So with the 2 teams squaring off, both with some success on the season, but Mount Horeb showing to be a little bit with an upper hand so far in the first half. But I imagine some adjustments will be made at halftime between the 2 coaches. And, you know, Coach Todd Nessheim is pleased with the performance of his team so far. And going 16-4 in the first 20 games and moving toward that tournament trail in March, that's something that is always something to look forward to. And, of course, WIAA high school tournament basketball here in Wisconsin is one of those fan favorites. And the Kohl Center will be rocking in just a few weeks for sure. We're just about set for the halftime shootout.
and a couple of representatives from the respective teams will go through the paces, and it's always a fun time, and we see the new stars of basketball tomorrow sometimes on display here during these halftime festivities. And so the opportunity to shoot and win some neat prizes along the way too, including some of that CW57 sports swag. And so we're looking forward to that, and we'll be back with that in just a moment. And then we'll get underway with the halftime shootout right here on CW57 Sports.
Larry and Tracy Schmock and Tara Cliffcorn at the Sunset Grill are proud supporters of high school athletics. Located at 637 West North DeForest Street. They have great drinks, great food, and 9 50-inch HD TVs. Sunset Grill, go Norskies!
How this is going to work is everyone will have, both these students will have to make a free throw, a layup, and a three-point shot in no particular order. And the winner, whoever does that first, is going to get a prize. Come over to our table afterwards. We'll give you a little something. So cheer on your representative, Jake from Mount Horeb. I know Mount Horeb travels well. And how about a hand for Marcus from DeForest? All right, so we will get this thing going. If you want to set up, if I can have Marcus over here, and then we'll have Jake on this basket. We don't want to have you swatting each other's shots now. This is supposed to be friendly. So we'll go at 5 minutes. We'll go at 5 minutes, and you have to make a layup, a free throw, and a three-pointer. 3, 2, 1, and go. We already got a make from Marcus. Free throws, guys. That's fundamental. We got a close one here. 3-pointers. Of course it comes down to that. And Marcus from DeForest will win. Thank you, gentlemen. Head over to our table over there. We got prizes for you, but give Marcus a hand and give Jake a hand as well for coming on out. Thanks, everybody.
The Red Zone Madison is your sports bar with over 35 large flat-screen TVs. We bleed football, baseball, hockey, soccer, basketball, you name it. All the sports entertainment you seek and a full menu for dine-in or carry-out. Check out the Red Zone Nachos, homemade chips piled high with all the fixins, including 3 cheeses and your choice of meat, big enough for a group. Or try the Red Zone Club. The Red Zone Madison, live music, sports, and the best pub grub in town.
Watch the 2015 A1 Furniture Big Time Basketball Series on CW57 Sports. Next Saturday at 5 and next Sunday at 3:30, catch all the action as the Verona Wildcats host the Madison Memorial Spartans. Basketball doesn't get any bigger than Big Time Basketball right here on CW57 Sports, brought to you by A1 Furniture and Mattress.
Welcome back to A1 Furniture Big Time Basketball. Here we are at DeForest, where the Norskies are playing Mount Horeb Vikings. And hopefully you caught the student shootout, because we got students playing students during the halftime here. And Marcus, you took away the W at the student shootout, so nice job. How'd that feel out there?
It felt great, you know. I haven't played basketball in a while, but, you know, I guess I still got the shot.
Nice work. And you're from DeForest here, so home team. And we've got Jake here, visiting team, and you did a great job too, just missed it. So thanks for playing, and we had lots of fun. How about you?
I had a great time. It was fun.
Awesome. Well, we're glad that you came out and supported your team, and glad to have you here. You will both get something. I'm going to give you the basketball, okay? Sweet. You can practice. No, I'm just teasing you. And then, Marcus, you got a T-shirt and a poster that you can bring home, and we're just glad you guys are here supporting your teams, and we're glad you guys are watching. We're going to be right back with more basketball here on A1 Furniture's halftime show. Nothing is bigger than big time basketball on CW57 Sports.
A1 Tax and Financial is here to take the stress out of tax season. Conveniently located near Westtown Mall, our friendly, knowledgeable staff takes the time to get to know you personally and will make sure you get all the deductions you are entitled to. After all, it's your money. We'll make sure that you only pay what you owe, not $1 more. We'll even go through your previous tax returns for free and file an amended return if necessary. Give us a call to set up an appointment today. A1 Tax and Financial. We are in this together.
If anything comes up, I will be here. And
A New York minute.
A GIF.
What did you do with my suit?
When are we going to start considering it my suit?
I'd be comfortable calling it our suit.
Guess I'm a lot faster than Speeding Bullet. Impossible's just another Tuesday for us.
Eric Rudders and Mike Powers here. A1 Furniture Big Time Basketball Series here in DeForest, where it's 32-23 in favor of Mount Horeb. We want to first thank Mr. Paul Canarello, the good people over at A1 Furniture, for being the big-time supporter of big-time basketball, providing the best prices and best service since 1980. Also, Mr. Rick Imhoff and the great staff at Red Zone Madison, the official big-time out sponsor. Live music, sports, and the best pub grub in town. Mike, it kind of stood out that three-point shooting was kind of the theme of that first half.
It really was, Eric. And one of the things you notice is it just seems like Mount Horeb has just a little more composure tonight than DeForest does. DeForest has had some real nice breaks, some real good hard rebounding on the offensive and defensive side. But when they get near the hoop, it seems like they just can't get the ball to drop, and they just get a little rattled at the outset. So we'll see if they can make some adjustments and kind of smooth things over here and make this ball game a little closer.
And as you see, the leading scorers here for Mount Horeb is Max Myler, who has 10, and then you have Drew Fredrickson, Riley Kuhn that have 8. And then obviously the big story for DeForest is number 15, Chase Ramos, who has 14 points out of that 23.
And Chase Ramos has a real nice shot, especially from the three-point arc. And if they can do some give and go to some of their big guys where they can get some shots underneath, I think you'll see as they back off Ramos, either one will have the outside shot or that shot underneath right by the hoop is going to be there for them.
Yeah, and both teams have a lot on the line here tonight. You have, obviously, you can clinch an outright Badger North title tonight if you're Mount Horeb. But then you also are fighting for a seed in the playoff spot if you're DeForest. So regardless of not being able to win the Badger North at this point, there's no shame in that. But you still have a lot to fight for.
You really do, and they've had kind of an up and down season, but they've really fought their way back to that top 3 in the conference, sitting just behind Sauk Prairie and Mount Horeb in that 3rd spot. So as they start the 3rd quarter here with the basketball, see if they can cut into this 9-point lead.
And you have big Chris Knight there handling the ball, getting some touches. That's never a bad thing. And just off the mark, Jaden Sackman, the running back for the football team, goes in just a little bit unsure of where he was. The basketball goes underneath the basket, but they will still inbound underneath Mount Horeb's hoop. You see big Knight. Chris Knight listed at 6'5". He looks a little bigger than that, to be honest.
And Chris Knight, only a sophomore. Amazing.
Yeah, living with his brother, as we mentioned, Roger Knight, who played for the Badgers and also with the New Orleans Saints. Transplant here from New York, I believe. So it's 25-32, Mount Horeb with the lead and the ball. And again, just trying to establish that inside presence and first work around the arc. Seems to be the commonality here as these games go along. That shot off the mark for Tarek Nesheim, excuse me. Other way, open shot, thought about it. Sackman goes in, gives it out. Ramos, why not? And it's good. You have got to be kidding. This guy is absolutely on fire with another A1 Tax and Financial 3-point play.
And that's a good way to get back into the ball game. DeForest with the first 5 points of the 3rd quarter.
It is now 32-28, Mount Horeb with the lead. Myler trapped along the outside. Gives it to Fredrickson. Ramos' screen. Fredrickson tries to get it inside, and instead it's going to be a foul called against big number 5, Tarek Nesheim. And he kind of used that arm, a little bit of an arm bar to gain positioning.
He got a hook underneath there, and boy, paying the price there for DeForest was really taking the shot was Jaden Sackman.
Yeah, well, you're a big guy like that. I mean, you're used to taking hits as a running back, but you never want to put your body on the line like that. It's a little bit unnecessary, but hey, that's the way the game plays.
No give in that hardwood when you when you come down like there is on the soft grass.
Yeah, did you ever take a digger on this one, Mike? You said you played on this court.
Yeah, I've got a few scuffs and some knee burns from earlier.
Nessheim underneath in double coverage. She splits the defense and puts it up and in. He has 3 points tonight. As you were mentioning, with getting beat up a little bit on these floors, regardless of where you are, you know, as the season goes along, you tend to get beat up a little bit. And there's a turnover for DeForest, and now a chance to extend the lead from Mount Horeb.
DeForest had a nice run to open the third quarter, but Mount Horeb has kind of figured it out a little bit more as they do the alley-oop.
Wow, Myler, that one just off the mark, man. That would have been quite an accomplishment there on the offensive glass. Shot up. Corian Davis. That's good. He has 4 points tonight, his first since the first quarter. It's a 4-point game with 5 minutes to play in the third. Fredrickson working against 3 DeForest players. Nessheim now trying to spin inside. Gives it out. Short jumper. Rolls off the front of the basket. Now going the other way, Corian Davis. Off the front of the rim. So he thought he was feeling it. Took the 3 ball. Just missed his man. That was Trey Reckner going along the baseline. As you see on the replay, both teams getting on the board, and Corian Davis there on the replay.
And that wayward pass almost taking out that beautiful trophy for the display after the ball game.
Yeah, you don't want that. Don't want that to happen.
And DeForest with a layup there, cutting it all the way down to a 2-point margin.
And it is 34-32. We're going to get a timeout. That's a red zone timeout.
Mother Earth Organic is Dane County's premier all-natural lawn care and landscape company. With our Safe Lawn program, we do more than just feed your grass organically. We also increase soil fertility by stimulating natural biological activity, which makes your lawn a truly healthy lawn. We can also control weeds and dandelions with our safe and organic weed killer. Sign up for our Safe Lawn Care program by March 31st and receive $35 off. Mother Earth Organic, thanks for being green.
You're watching A1 Furniture. Big time basketball. With us we have the athletic director from DeForest, Mike McHugh. Mike, your girls basketball team is actually doing really well this year, isn't that right?
That's true. Our girls have been ranked number 2 in the state all year, and then we had a tough loss. Kayla Goff, who scholarship to Kansas State University, tore her ACL about 2 weeks ago. So we've had a little bit of struggle. We got to recoup a little bit, and they're hoping to make a good tournament run without her now.
And I want to ask, too, you're actually having some success with wrestling, so lots of accomplishments here at DeForest. Tell us about that.
Our wrestling team did very well. The regionals last weekend, they won the regional, qualified for the team sectional, and advanced 13 out of their 14 wrestlers to sectional at Middleton on Saturday. So looking forward to a couple of those kids making it on to state as well.
Awesome. Great accomplishment.
That's pretty exciting. Congratulations on that. Does that have anything to do with their athletic director being around for how many years?
Despite their athletic director, they're achieving quite a bit, and they've been around for a long time, 15 years now as AD, and love DeForest. It's a great community. It's a nice hometown, small feel, and Badger North is a great conference to work in, so a lot of good things going on.
Well, Mike, we really appreciate you and your hospitality as we come cover your sports. We really enjoy being here. Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you. We enjoy having you. It's great to get you guys involved. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. Well, good luck to DeForest and the Norskis, and we're going to watch some more basketball, so back to you guys.
All right, thanks, ladies. And as Mike was talking, there was a 2-point game for Mount Horeb. Had that 2-point lead, and then all of a sudden a 3-pointer and a turnover on the other end, and now a chance to extend that lead for Mount Horeb, and DeForest just can't catch a break every time they close the gap. It's extended, and there you go, another 3-point play. A1 Tax and Financial 3-point play from Quinn Lassar. He has 9 all on 3-pointers.
Yeah, 2 in just the last few moments, Eric. And he has really he's really done a nice job with getting that basketball and putting up the nice shot.
All right, let's take a red zone timeout. You're listening to Big Time Basketball on CW57 Sports.
Every year, I count down the days to my ski trip at Cascade Mountain. I love skiing. I get to see my cousin Noah. We get to ride the chairlift. It's like we're flying. My dad and my uncle, they like it because kids ski free. But my cousin and I, we just think it's fun. See you there.
Eric Rogers and Mike Powers out of the red zone timeout. A lot of A1 Tax and Financial three-point plays as we're seeing that all over the place tonight. We want to thank the friendly, knowledgeable staff and professionals over there for being the official three-point play sponsor. Come visit us and we will help you take the stress out of the tax season. A1 Tax and Financial, we are in this together. And it's now a 8-point lead for Mount Horeb after those three-pointers from Quinn Lassar.
And DeForest shuffling a few players in and out, and so we'll see if they work with the strategy a little bit as Ramos drives to the hoop.
And you got to believe they're a little bit annoyed at their efforts kind of going to waste a little bit. I mean, obviously they're still in this game, but everything DeForest has done has just been countered by the Vikings. Now Lassar working as the point guard. The senior listed at 6 foot, and he takes it to the rack, but it doesn't get the roll. Corian Davis gives it up. Ramos short on a three-pointer. Davis up, no good. He'll go to the line. As I was bringing up Lassar, he called Drew Fredrickson the most inspirational teammate. Did you know, Mike, that he also did the coin toss for a Texans-Ravens game in 2012?
Wow, that's prestigious.
Yeah,
nice.
I'd put that up there for sure. Corian Davis can't get that roll on the free throw attempt. Want to thank Mother Earth Organic for being our official instant replay sponsor. Call us and ask about our Safe Lawn program. Mother Earth Organic, thanks for being green. Also Sunset Grill, we want to thank them as well for being the food sponsor. They have great drinks, great food, 9 50-inch HD TVs, a full menu 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunset Grill. Go Norskies and go Vikings. So Corian Davis gets one of those free throws. He has 5 points tonight, all in the second half. 2.5 to play in quarter number 3. It's 40-33 Mount Horeb. Seems like they can really just command the pace of this one. You saw Myler with that elbow. Yeah, that was an easy one. The official all over that call, Mike.
It's one of those things where the referees just have to keep a handle on things, and so if it starts to be a case where there's flying elbows or shoulders, it just got to be called.
Yeah, well, a lot of football players on both of these rosters, and you see the toughness kind of coming out and the aggression on those plays, and that ball was deflected off of Mount Horeb player. So Ramos, yeah, there goes it deflected. Actually, that one not deflected, so this time it's going as a turnover. So instead of a 7-point deficit and cutting into that, Mount Horeb will go on the offensive.
And so far in this third quarter, DeForest has outscored Mount Horeb 10-8, but when you got a margin like that to try and chip away at it, it's hard to climb uphill.
Yeah, it was a 19-point quarter, the first quarter for Mount Horeb, but ever since they've just been able to control the pace, and Knight with the steal goes the other way, gives it up to his teammate, no good on the layup, and wow, just a fast break chance for DeForest comes up empty. So Myler now in the corner, kind of stuck, gets poked away and saved. No, that is going to stay Mount Horeb. So you got to love the effort play from Jake Capstron.
We used to call those bunny shots, Eric, within 4 feet of the basket, and I'd be curious how many shots within that 5-foot range that DeForest has missed tonight, because they've had some real good inside looks.
Yeah, now instead going to the line is Riley Kuhn. He had 8 points all in that first half, and now he's looking to extend that. So, excuse me, I'm not looking at my screen correctly. It's actually just going to be an inbounds. Whoops. Fredrickson for 3 is going to be an air ball. And now you hear a little bit of the chants from the DeForest crowd as they're trying to get their team into it, down 7 with 1:25 left in this third quarter. Corian Davis on the point, inside and off the glass. That was an easy one. Andrew Stoferlurch, listed at 6'4", just uses his height to get over the defense.
You got to feel if DeForest can keep this margin down to around 5 or 7 points going into that fourth quarter, they're still within striking distance.
Yeah, now what did I say, Mike? I love to have to know what the betting lines are before the game, and I was saying Mount Horeb's probably a 5-point favorite just based on rankings, and that's where we're at right now. Fredrickson, ball stripped away now. DeForest with a chance to close the gap. Loose ball, still rolled in, and there it is. That was Jake Capstring. So now a 3-point game. (40-37), 25 seconds left in the quarter, and wow, another near turnover. Corian Davis with the reach-in foul.
And you can see it on the replay there. A nice give and go, and then just a nice soft touch around the hoop there. Jaden Sackman, number 25 for the DeForest Norskies.
Yeah, you can see the aggression here for the DeForest defense, actually causing some turnovers and some problems for Mount Horeb. They'll inbound with 20 seconds left in the quarter. Lassar, open lane, gives it up. And off the glass, but fouled. And that'll send Trey Reckner to the line. And as you say, Mike, any points you can get when the clock is stopped are good points.
It really does hold the balance, especially if you're trying to catch up. But I think cutting into that lead a little bit, even if Mount Horeb knocks down a couple of free throws and Reckner missing that first of the 2-shot foul here. But they had a 9-point deficit at halftime, and if they can make it a 3 or 4 point deficit going into the fourth quarter, they've cut about 5 or 6 points off that margin.
And Reckner makes the second, but this is the area where Mount Horeb is, or actually DeForest, excuse me, has struggled a little bit, is closing out quarters. But now down by 4, they have a chance to close this gap. Ramos for 3. Takes the air ball, so it is 41-37 after 3. We will send it to break. Nothing is bigger than big-time basketball. You're watching big-time basketball on CW57 Sports.
The Red Zone Madison is your sports bar with over 35 large flat-screen TVs. We bleed football, baseball, hockey, soccer, basketball, you name it. All the sports entertainment you seek and a full menu for dine-in or carry-out. Check out the Red Zone Buffalo Wings. Wings and drummies tossed in our signature buffalo sauce. A great starter. Or try the Red Zone Buffalo Salad. We toss that chicken on a bed of fresh greens, veggies, and cheese and serve it with a warm breadstick. The Red Zone Madison. Live music, sports, and the best pub grub in town.
I'm attorney Jason Abraham of Huping Abraham. This is my daughter, Allie.
As a new driver, I understand kids my age think they're invincible. I know from hearing the horror stories each day.
We've developed a Don't Text and Drive campaign to educate everyone about the extreme dangers of texting and driving. Go to hupie.com/pledge to pledge and receive your Don't Text and Drive sticker.
I've taken the pledge, and I'm encouraging all of you to do the same. By this, we hope to prevent further tragedies and save lives.
Please, don't text and drive.
Basketball series. I'm Eric Riders with Mike Powers. We want to thank A1 Furniture and Bedding for being the official sponsor. Is the big-time supporter of big-time basketball. A1 Furniture and Bedding providing the best prices and best service since 1980. Now here's the inbounds from Mount Horeb. Up 4 with 8 minutes to go.
4-point margin here starting the fourth quarter. DeForest has scrapped their way back into this ball game and playing some good defense and kind of has the Mount Horeb Vikings a little bit out of sync.
Yeah, out of all of these breaks, the intensity seems to pick up as well as the speed. And wow, there's a big hit. And going the other way, Kuhn just hits the floor, and now another aggressive play. Corian Davis takes it to the hoop, but a foul away from the ball. As we get a little bit of a break here on free throws, we want to thank the Red Zone for being the official Big Time Out sponsor of Big Time Basketball. The Red Zone Madison, live music, sports, and the best pub grub in town. So as we mentioned, that the intensity out of these breaks, Mike, and now a 4-point lead. Actually, let's take a break here. Go to the sideline. We have Jessa and Janet standing by.
Here we are courtside at the A1 Furniture Big Time Basketball. We have DeForest Norskies against Mount Horeb Vikings. With us, we're in red. We have somebody from Mount Horeb. This is Colleen Nessheim. She is the wife of the head coach and mother of number 5. Thanks for joining us, Colleen. Thank you. What's number 5's name?
Tarek.
All right. Yeah. And a little tense probably watching both of your men out there.
Yeah, it's added pressure this year for sure, especially when we're down right now.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming out and supporting, and what an interesting game. I hope that we can do you proud today, and I know you've done a lot of work with your son out there, and I want to talk about something else that you've worked really hard on. You're actually heading Coaches versus Cancer, and tell me about this organization.
Well, Coaches versus Cancer is actually something that started with college basketball players. What we do in Mount Horeb is our game 2 weeks ago on Friday night was our annual Coaches versus Cancer. We do a lot of different fundraisers. Last year we were the 3rd ranked team in the state that raised a lot of money, so our numbers aren't totally in yet. We're hoping by the end of this weekend that we'll be in one of maybe even the top 2 places because we've raised so much money, and it all goes to the American Cancer Society.
Wow, well, lots to be proud of. So what an incredible organization. Thanks for your hard work on that, and we're going to let you get back to it because we know you want to watch it, but thanks so much. We're back with more basketball. Keep watching here on A1 Furniture Big Time Basketball.
All right, thanks, ladies. It's a 2-point game. 1 possession separates these two teams. Mount Horeb currently leads DeForest 41-39 with 7 minutes to play and just keeps being a back-and-forth battle. DeForest never seems to go away. Mount Horeb can't seem to really get too far ahead, Mike.
And we talked about it a little bit before the game, Eric. It's interesting, even though on paper Mount Horeb seems like the superior team, you let a team like DeForest hang around, especially playing in their own home court like this, and before you know it, they can sneak up on you and bite you.
Yeah, and foul away from the ball called on Fredrickson, and Coach Nessheim cannot believe that. And it gives DeForest a chance to tie or take the lead, and the officials discussing, looks like maybe a placement of the ball.
And we've seen a lot of discussions among the officials and even some of the team captains, a lot more talking back and forth in this ball game than you might normally see in a high school ball game.
Yeah, and some other notes out of prep basketball. Madison Memorial in sole possession of the Big 8 Conference. We're going to cover them next week against Verona. Now up by 2, 6.5 to play. Mount Horeb with the ball and just trying to find some momentum now. They seem to have lost a little bit of that. Myler swinging the ball around. Inside, over the basket, and another scrum and going to DeForest.
I think it's an over-the-back call on number 21 for Mount Horeb. That's Quinn Lassar.
Yeah, it's his 3rd foul. So he's got to be careful here with 6:18 left. 2 more and he's gone. And now Ramos will have the ball and possession down 2, 6 minutes to play, and this one's been a lot closer of a game maybe than I thought. I mean, I knew this was going to be a battle, but there's Knight working one-on-one against Myler, and while the rim just rejecting these players, now we get a little bit of a tie-up. I think we're going to get some free throws from Corian Davis.
And we were talking a little bit before the ball game, Eric. You know, a team like Mount Horeb that's undefeated in the conference, sooner or later, some of that pressure starts, popping into the back of your mind because it's hard to win every single game in a conference that's is so tough like this conference.
Yeah, and I don't know that even DeForest thought, hey, we are going to be in this. We fought back from that early deficit. We had it, it tied up at 3. And now we have it tied up 41-41 after the pair of free throws from Corian Davis, who's averaging 10.8, has a high of 24, so he can give you a spurt if you need it. Nice little backdoor pass, and that one intercepted though. And now we have another loose ball. Timeout called. No, it's still loose. This time DeForest has it. They finally come away with it out of the pile. Knight tries to get the ball into Davis. Loose ball again. DeForest has it. And Mount Horeb, excuse me. Wow, a lot of excitement. I don't even know what team I'm calling.
Yeah, Coach Nessheim wants to talk it over a little bit here. I don't think he likes what he's seeing out there.
All right, while he takes a timeout, we'll take one as well. It's a red zone timeout. You're watching Big Time Basketball on CW57 Sports.
Mother Earth Organic is Dane County's premier all-natural lawn care and landscape company. With our Safe Lawn program, we do more than just feed your grass organically. We also increase soil fertility by stimulating natural biological activity, which makes your lawn a truly healthy lawn. We can also control weeds and dandelions with our safe and organic weed killer. Sign up for our Safe Lawn Care program by March 31st and receive $35 off. Mother Earth Organic, thanks for being green.
Eric Rodgers and Mike Powers out of the red zone timeout. A1 Furniture and Bedding Big Time Basketball Series. We want to thank A1 Tax and Financial for being the official three-point play sponsor, and we've had plenty of those here tonight. And it is a 41-41 game. Mount Horeb has lost some of that momentum as of late in this quarter for sure. DeForest with that aggressive defense, they're known for it, and it's showing its ugly head here.
And Mount Horeb with a 9-point margin at halftime. DeForest has outscored them by that same 9-point margin here in the second half. As Nessheim fighting in the middle there. And I think they're going to get him for a double dribble.
Well, Coach Nessheim saying that ball was deflected. Instead, man, it keeps going back to DeForest, and now it seems like Mount Horeb's the team that can't catch a break.
And DeForest has got that home field advantage. They know the baskets. They've got their home crowd behind them, and so that could be an advantage in these last 4.5 minutes.
We'll keep an eye there on the team fouls. 6 team fouls for the Vikings, so any foul now will be an automatic 1-and-1 at least. And now they're going to call it, I think, a travel on Ramos as they were tied up a little bit. But either way, it's going to go to Mount Horeb. Now a little bit of that full court pressure.
I think that's one of those things in the second half. You've seen Mount Horeb have to work a lot harder just to get the ball up the court and then work into their offensive set.
Yeah, Davis was spun out of his boots there. And you saw the DeForest crowd they're loving that a little bit. And now inbounding underneath the DeForest basket is Mount Horeb. Nessheim trying to get it into Myler. Spins off the defender. Blocked by Knight and onto our monitor. Just totally rejected. I don't know. He kind of reminds me of Hakeem Olajuwon a little bit.
You had that pegged. You knew that there was going to be one ball coming our way.
I don't know how I predicted that, but our monitor is not working correctly. 4 minutes left in this game. It's 41-41. 3-point play in and out again. Just tough breaks from Mount Horeb. And that one's going to be up and good.
And they may call an offensive call on Corian Davis. He made a nice coast-to-coast play on that.
And if I'm not mistaken, Knight has 3 blocks here tonight. He had 1 early in the first quarter. And just being an absolute nemesis on defense. (41-41), less than 4 minutes to play. We want to thank Mother Earth Organic for being the official instant replay sponsor. Call us and ask about our Safe Lawn program. Mother Earth Organic, thanks for being green. While we have a chance, DeForest Family Restaurant. Myler blocked from above, but he's going to be fouled.
We're going to make Myler shoot the 2 free throws. And anything with a tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, you just can't let them have that open shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Both these teams shooting 1-and-1s from here on out on any foul. Myler, no good. He has 10 points, but hasn't scored since the second quarter. His hot quarter was the first one where he had 8.
Looks like that old flex rim is coming back to haunt him there, Eric.
Yeah, you're not kidding. The second one is good. It's now a 1-point edge to Mount Horeb. It doesn't get much closer than this. There's now a little bit of that defense coming over on Mount Horeb's end, and it's stripped, stolen, going the other way, but they'll slow it down. Mount Horeb with the edge and the ball, but nearly lost from Myler over in the corner. Trying to get it into Nessheim. They go to Fredrickson, who's tripped up. Let's take a second to thank DeForest Family Restaurant, who proudly supports all Norski athletics. Home-cooked meals, huge menu, breakfast served all day long, and amazing Friday night fish fry. DeForest Family Restaurant on County Road in DeForest. Go Norskis.
Every time you come in that lane, you can expect some contact, and it's been real tough going here these last couple of minutes.
Yeah, now Fredrickson heads to the line, who, like Myler, hasn't scored since the first half. He'll get another chance on free throws. Makes good on the first one to extend it to a 2-point lead. And both of those free throws, Mike, we're 5 minutes in. Those are the first points for Mount Horeb in this quarter.
And when you get in trouble, you go to your go-to guy, a guy like Fredrickson, and it's no real surprise.
Now Ramos will take it up court, down 3 with 3 minutes to play.
They're trying to get Ramos that 3-point opening.
And he really hasn't been a threat so far in the second half from beyond the arc. Both these teams really closed that part down. Sackman trying to go around the edge.
I'm a little surprised that a couple of the other guards for DeForest haven't been willing to put that 3-point shot up when they have the opening.
Yeah, well, I think it maybe comes down to we don't want to look desperate. We just want to take the best opportunity we have. And the 3 ball, sometimes you don't get that long rebound like you want. Sackman will head to the line. He hasn't scored here tonight until now. So
We have Noah and Garrett joining us. Thanks for coming out and supporting your team. You guys pretty big fans?
Yeah, come to every game pretty much.
And what is it that makes you support your team and come out here and cheer for them so loudly?
It's just such a great environment, and these guys are so awesome to watch. I've grown up with these kids, so it's really cool seeing them out here dominating the court.
Well, it's a heck of a game right now, and we have a heck of a trophy for the winner. So, Norskis or Vikings?
Obviously, Norskis.
Yeah, Norski's going to bring this home.
And so you guys think you're going to win this trophy, but who's the bigger fans? Is it you, or do you think the Vikings are bigger fans? There's a lot of them here, huh?
Yeah, I think DeForest blows them out of the water. We're pretty loud over there, and we're just always looking for a good time.
Well, you're doing a great job. Keep cheering on your team. You just got 2 minutes left on the clock. A very close game. We'll let you get back to your team, but thanks, guys, for joining us. More basketball. Stick around.
Yeah, Chris Knight was nearly got his 4th block of the game, but instead they said he got some hand. And that sends Tarek Nessheim to the line for his 2nd free throw attempt. The second one's no good. It's a 2-point lead and 2:12 to play. This game has been a nail-biter here, Mike.
See what kind of a shot DeForest ends up going for. They try to get Ramos open or try to go inside is what they do.
While using that big body, Knight was able to make some room, but then too strong off the glass. An unfortunate sequence for DeForest. Two-point lead for Mount Horeb. Will they hang on?
It looks like Mount Horeb's going to try and take some air out of the ball and just hold on to it. Almost a turnover there.
Yeah, no look pass from Fredrickson as he was running baseline. Now Nessheim with 1.5 minutes to play. Something's got to give. Been a great contest here so far, Mike. And you kind of expect it to come down to this, wouldn't you?
And I would think if you're Coach Weisbrod from DeForest, you start looking around, you think, now who do I want to foul? Who do I want to put at the free throw line?
Yeah, now they go with that trap, and now it looks like they will start to do the foul, but they haven't fouled anyone yet. 1 minute to play. Maybe they haven't got their man yet, then Knight is finally called for the foul against Nessheim.
Yeah, Nessheim isn't the guy you want to put at the line. I have a feeling that he has access to go in and shoot in the gym anytime he wants to.
Did he shoot any free throws last time out?
Yes. Yes, he did. In fact, just a few moments ago, he's 2 for 2, so.
This time, not so lucky, Mike.
This time, not so much.
Yeah, let's take a moment to thank CW57's Girl Talk. Girl Talk is a platform for women to showcase their talents and knowledge on current issues and agendas affecting the women of today. The second one, up, good, and that was key. It makes it a 3-point game.
Now, if you're DeForest, do you go for a 3-point look, or do you try to get the 2 and just keep it close?
No, I think any coach will tell you go for whatever easy basket you have. And so far, none of these teams really feel like taking a 3-point attempt, and we get a timeout on the floor. While we have a red zone timeout, we'll take one with them. You're watching Big Time Basketball on CW57 Sports.
A1 Tax and Financial is here to take the stress out of tax season. Conveniently located near Westtown Mall, our friendly, knowledgeable staff takes the time to get to know you personally and will make sure you get all the deductions you are entitled to. After all, it's your money. We'll make sure that you only pay what you owe, not $1 more. We'll even go through your previous tax returns for free and file an amended return if necessary. Give us a call to set up an appointment today. A1 Tax and Financial. We are in this together.
Back here out of the red zone timeout, I'm Eric Rogers along with Mike Powers. It is a 46-43 DeForest. Actually, they trail Mount Horeb 43-46 with 45.6 ticks left on the clock coming out of this timeout. As you were saying, have you figured it out, Mike? Is DeForest going to go for the 2, or are they going for the 3?
If it was me, I think I'd set a double screen for Ramos and let him take his shot, but I think Mount Horeb's probably thought about that a little bit too, so they may even double team him to let somebody else have a wide open look.
Well, so far, both these teams under their average, and both these teams would be under their average for wins as far as their margin of victory. A lot on the line for both these teams, whether you're Mount Horeb and you want the outright Badger North title, or you're DeForest and you want a better seeding in the postseason. Ramos trying to go baseline Knight, but it's deflected and going to Mount Horeb. And now I think you got to play the foul game, and you do.
Sometimes you overwork the ball, Eric. You know, they had a couple of shots where they could have just put the ball up at the hoop, and they ended up coming away nothing, almost overpassing it. And so we'll see how Mount Horeb does from the free throw line here.
That sends Fredrickson to the line, who has 2 free throws tonight. Stay tuned, actually, for the post-A1 Furniture post-game show when CW57 Sports will present the A1 Furniture Big Time Basketball Trophy to the winner of this game, which at this point looks like it'll go to Mount Horeb, but as we've seen, Mike, anything can really happen.
And that makes it a 4-point margin there with the basket for Drew Fredrickson from the free throw line.
Yeah, and those 4-point plays are pretty rare, so at this point, any free throw is just gravy. That's 4 key free throws in the final stretch for Fredrickson. It's a 5-point lead now, and that should seal it up as that goes down as a turnover, and an unfortunate sequence for DeForest as they pretty much handed the game away just now.
Well, on the inbound, you probably got to intentionally foul somebody, try to make the clock stop, and then try to come back the other way and put up your 3-point attempt.
25.16 on the clock, and Mount Horeb will take a red zone timeout. So we will keep it here, though, as this game starts to wind down. We want to thank CW57's Talk of the Town. They present fresh, lively discussions with Wisconsin's icons, leaders, movers, and shakers in a talk show format, providing a one-on-one analysis of current issues. Also, the Restaurant Show, Wisconsin's official television guide to the best restaurants around. Life's too short to eat average, so skip the rest and enjoy the best.
I've got some trivia for you.
Okay,
About
hit
a
me.
year ago, I was a guest of Talk of the Town.
Were you?
Jessa interviewed me, and we talked a little bit about some of the different things that I do in the community with some of the ministry work I do with Life 102.5. And it's been great these last couple of opportunities to work the ball games with you on CW57 Sports. So I want to say thanks for that.
Hey, yeah, no problem. On some other notes out of the Badger North, the DeForest girls senior, Kayla Goff, as you heard the athletic director mention, she tore her ACL last week and is done for the year, even though DeForest has clinched the Badger North title.
That looks like the executive general manager, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's weird, getting some TV time. Now, Kayla Goff, as we just brought up, she's a school history leader, scoring leader as of January of this year. Unfortunate way for her season to end, and she's mentoring her team as they head towards the postseason, just had their first loss of the season. Now Frederickson will head to the line for a couple free throws that aren't quite so pressured.
And that helps. Even if he makes this, Eric, and it's a 6-point margin, it's a 2-possession game if you can get a couple of 3-pointers, so it's not over yet.
And misses both of them, Mike. DeForest still alive. Corian Davis, and the ball is tipped and it goes in, and that's exactly what they needed, as Jake Capstron got that one to fall late. And we get another timeout for strategy reasons, but it's a 3-point game, Mike, with 16.6. Just when you thought maybe DeForest had handed it away with that late turnover, those pair of free throws missed by Fredrickson could come into play.
And if you're a basketball lover, you think about the Larry Bird and the Isaiah Thomas pass and how quickly things can change if you steal a basketball. And you see the trophy there that they're fighting for, that DeForest is not so anxious to give up to Mount Horeb tonight.
Yeah, and as the home team, as you brought up in the pregame, you have that little bit of an edge of kind of knowing the layout of the land and how this court plays, and maybe that doesn't have such a huge factor, but the fact that it's an undefeated team within the conference and you kind of want to stick it to them a little bit.
So you go for a steal on the inbound, and if they get it in, then you foul them right away.
They get it into Fredrickson, who just missed a pair, and they foul him. So now some free throws that all of a sudden become key.
Well, Fredrickson missed the last 2 free throws he put up, but it's not much of a bargain because, you know, Fredrickson or Nessheim are going to get the basketball, and both of them have been really good from the free throw line this year.
And Knight picks up his 4th foul, but he will stay in the game for length purposes. And that one is important for Fredrickson. It's back out to a 4-point game. That one still keeps DeForest in it. 12 seconds. Davis.
Wow.
And it's an A1 Texan Financial 3-point play. You've got to be kidding me. That is pretty much exactly what they needed, Mike.
Yep, it's true, and now you do the same strategy. You go for a steal. As soon as they get the ball in, you foul. And if you do even give up a couple of free throws, with 8 seconds or maybe a little less, you got time for a nice inbound. You can set up your screens, and at least you get a good shot.
Yeah, and obviously we have the trophy presentation coming up after this game, and at this point it could go to any of these teams. Next week, the CW travels to Verona. On Thursday, they cover the big-time basketball series finale between Madison Memorial and Verona. Madison Memorial currently with the outright lead in the Big 8 Conference, so that'll be a good one to watch as well.
It will, and I'll look forward to see your call of the game, and really enjoyed all the work you guys have done this year.
I'll give you a shout-out, Mike. 1-point lead for Mount Horeb as they inbound. Are they going to get it in time? No, they are forced to call a timeout. Good defensive strategy.
And that's a 5-second call, and DeForest is going to get the ball back.
Right. Oh, well, it's just as you thought it was going to be a timeout, and we're going to go to break. It ends up being a quick turn of events in favor of DeForest. It's a 5-second call. They didn't get the timeout in time. This game is just getting crazy.
Yeah, you're going to see those bleachers explode if Ramos or one of the other teams from the players from DeForest can get it to knock down.
8.5. Oh, take a look at the crowd, and they absolutely erupt as they get their first lead of the game. And of course, it's going to be Jake Capstrin, who now has 9 points on the night.
And a beautiful inbound pass there. And he jumps up and kisses it off the glass. Beautiful off the right corner.
Wow, and that was just a contested pass as well. It's not like that was defended poorly either.
So now the strategy for DeForest is you got to be careful to let Mount Horeb get too good of a shot, but you cause some congestion and some misdirection, and it's going to be interesting to see what Coach Nessheim does. They may try to throw it up to half court and then call another timeout.
Yeah, it was 41-37 in favor of Mount Horeb to enter this quarter. They've led at the end of every quarter. That 9-point lead heading into halftime is totally erased, and now finally DeForest has cracked through to take this lead. And it's not been easy. I mean, they had a couple turnovers where you thought, like I said, you thought they handed over the game, but a couple missed free throws from Frederickson and a 5-second call on the inbounds, and it hasn't worked out. Couldn't work out any better for DeForest, really.
It's hard to argue with that home cooking. There's something about playing on your own home court really makes it an advantage.
Now the inbound, 4 seconds left, the last second shot. Myler, and it's short, and there is the upset as DeForest knocks off the previously undefeated Mount Horeb Vikings 50-49. And you can't draw it up any better than that. Myler had the look, but he didn't nail it.
And with Mount Horeb finally taking their first conference loss of the season, you just know that they just were not quite in sync for a while in the second half, and that really cost them. But DeForest did not give up, and in spite of having some rough going in that first half, really an interesting job by Coach Weisbrod, who really made some adjustments, and before you know it, DeForest was knocking down that 9-point lead to a 5-point lead, and then making it touch and go at the end of the ball game.
And we got to take a break here, and then we will have the trophy presentation. You're watching Big Time Basketball on CW57 Sports.
Tell me more about the Charter Spectrum Triple Play.
You mean the best TV, internet, and voice?
Charter Spectrum Triple Play.
TV.
200 free in Sweet HD, 10,000 on demand. Instantly. I'm not just the operator. Dish to dish, I'm your liberator.
Charter Spectrum TV, just $29.99. Call 1-844-455-2999. Charter Spectrum high speed means no slow down. 60 megs, I like the way that sounds.
Say goodbye to DSL. Say hello to Fast As.
Charter Spectrum Internet, just $29.99. Call
1-844-455-2999. Charter Spectrum Voice Unlimited Talk.
Zero fees and features that rock.
Crystal clear connection, say hi.
Charter Raiders, standing by. Charter Spectrum Voice, just $29.99. Call
1-844-455-2999.
Yeah.
1-844-455-2999.
Larry and Tracy Schmock and Tara Cliffhorn at the Sunset Grill are proud supporters of high school athletics. Located at 637 West North DeForest Street. They have great drinks, great food, and 9 50-inch HD TVs. Sunset Grill, go Norskies!
You see the crowd there after the DeForest Norskies knocked off the previously undefeated Mount Horeb Vikings in conference play, 50-49. I'm Eric Rogers with Mike Powers. Mike, quick, give us a breakdown of how that thing happened.
Well, I think DeForest getting good shots, getting much more composed, and they finally were able to get some of their shots to go down from inside. They had some great looks at the basket early in the ball game, and even in the early going of the second half, and they finally relaxed just enough to get their shooting streak going.
And your high point man is Chase Ramos, who has 17 on the night. His high of the season is 29, 11.9 is his average. Corian Davis with 10, and of course the hero Jake Capstrin with that late basket, a total of 9 points. Thanks for watching. Now stick around for the trophy presentation. Nothing is bigger than big time basketball on CW57 Sports.
Stretch your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Get tax included on any purchase over $3.99. Living room packages, $7.99. Sectionals, $7.99. Get a house full of furniture for $19.99. Stretch your tax refund only at A1 Furniture.
DeForest Family Restaurant proudly supports Norski Athletics with some of the area's best home-cooked meals, a huge menu selection, and breakfast served all day long with an amazing Friday night fish fry. DeForest Family Restaurant, just 1 mile east off Highway 94 on County Road V in DeForest. Go Norskis!
Stretch your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Get tax included on any purchase over $3.99. Sofas, $3.99. Bedroom sets, $3.99. Simmons pillow top mattress sets, $3.99. Stretch your tax refund only at A1 Furniture.
Big time basketball here on CW57 Sports. We are here at DeForest where the Norskis, just by a small margin, defeated the Vikings on their own home turf. What a close game, Coach. What were you thinking in the last couple minutes there?
I was glad that they missed a few free throws, and I was really glad that our boys did not quit, and they hung in there, and they battled, and they fought, and I was really glad that Jake Capstrand's basket went in at the end.
Absolutely, well said, and congratulations to you.
Well, Coach Weisbrod, that was a heck of a game, and we have a heck of a trophy for you. This is on behalf of A1 Furniture and CW57 Sports.
Congrats to the team. We're going to hand it over to Eric and Mike here, so come on in here.
All right, thanks. Well, first of all, congratulations, Coach. I guess the girls kind of covered that a little bit, but as far as the final sequence, you had there was a turnover late. Kind of what was the thought going into that, and then what you had to do to finish this game off?
Well, you just want to try to get as many possessions as you can at the end of the game. And, you know, we executed very well, and, you know, sometimes the ball doesn't go in the basket on the free throws, and, you know, Corian hit a big free, and, you know, we didn't panic, and we didn't give up, and we got that big stop at the end of the game, and that's been something that's been missing a little bit this year. So I'm really glad for our team to see that happen. Hey, they hung in there. Good for them, man, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And, Coach, you know, you look at a game like this, and it seemed like you had so many nice inside looks at the hoop, and you just couldn't get them to go down, and then the guys started to relax a little bit, a few shots go down, and how can you talk about something like that when you make a nice comeback?
Well, you know, we are what we are, and at times we look really good, and at times we're a little bit of a train wreck. But tonight, we did a great job, and you know, they're fully capable of dropping those shots in, and they did a great job at the end. Right? It was pretty nice, just the way we drew it up.
Normally we would talk to the coach on this last question. Can we get Caption up here?
Absolutely.
Shark Boy. All right, Jake Capstron, aka Shark Boy. Just talk about simply what's going through your mind in that inbounds pass and when it finally went through the hoop.
You know, we played hard the whole game. I mean, everybody had a good game. We made a few mistakes at the end, but when I got the ball in my hands at the end, I just knew I had to shoot it, and it went in. So it was a good game.
So what's next for you guys?
We're gonna make that run for state.
All right, there you have it. And next time we will have Memorial and Verona. We're gonna hand off this trophy real quick to these guys defeating Mount Horeb 50-49. Everybody, congratulations. So again, join us, Memorial and Verona, for the big time basketball series finale.
Mother Earth Organic is Dane County's premier all-natural lawn care and landscape company. With our Safe Lawn program, we do more than just feed your grass organically. We also increase soil fertility by stimulating natural biological activity, which makes your lawn a truly healthy lawn. We can also control weeds and dandelions with our safe and organic weed killer. Sign up for our Safe Lawn Care program by March 31st and receive $35 off. Mother Earth Organic, thanks for being green.
Stretch your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Get tax included on any purchase over $399. Living room packages, $7.99. Sectionals, $7.99. Get a house full of furniture for $19.99. Stretch your tax refund only at A1 Furniture.
The Annex at the Red Zone Madison is your bar for entertainment. Back in the day, the Annex was the spot for music in Madison. Today, we're still the best in entertainment and have a full menu for dine-in or carry-out. Check out the Red Zone Reuben. Hand-sliced corned beef, sauerkraut, melted Swiss, and Thousand Island dressing served on grilled rye. Or try the Red Zone Burger, a massive 10-ounce burger patty topped with 3 cheeses and strips of bacon. Hits the spot. Red Zone Madison, live music, sports, and the best pub grub in town.
Stretch your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Get tax included on any purchase over $399. Sofas, $399. Bedroom sets, $399. Simmons pillow top mattress sets, $399. Stretch your tax refund only at A1 Furniture.
Watch the 2015 A1 Furniture Big Time Basketball Series on CW57 Sports. Next Saturday at 5 and next Sunday at 3:30, catch all the action as the Verona Wildcats host the Madison Memorial Spartans. Basketball doesn't get any bigger than big time basketball right here on CW57 Sports, brought to you by A1 Furniture and Mattress.